guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, my name is Liz and welcome. Yeah, so for today's video, we will not going to do any makeup tutorials. So if we're actually friends in Instagram, I think I've posted like a month ago that I will be having like a makeup for beginners series here in my channel. So yeah, before we actually dive into those eyeshadow palettes, lipsticks, makeup blushes, highlighter, primers, of course, before we start, we must need to have the right kind of makeup brushes or the right kind of tools. So this video is actually for those who just started into makeups, who are actually like clueless what kind of brushes to buy, especially for those who are on the budget. So yeah, this video is for you guys. So if you like this kind of video guys, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please click on the subscribe button below and hit the notification bell guys so that you wouldn't miss any of my videos, especially if you want to follow this Makeup 101 series. Okay, so this video guys, I'm not actually going to endorse a certain brand or that this brand is better than the other, because these are actually the makeup brushes that I have. And you know, I'm also just starting to actually grow my makeup brushes collection. You don't really need to splurge on those expensive brushes, especially if you are just starting. Even me guys, when I was actually starting, I didn't really splurge with those, you know, those very expensive brushes. You just need to know what types of brushes and how to choose the right type or a good quality brush. Before we begin guys, I wanted to share with you what constructs a makeup brush. So this is the handle, of course, and this is the ferrule. I don't know if I pronounce it right, that's the spelling. So this is the ferrule and this is actually the hair. So what are the factors guys that you need to consider when buying makeup brushes? Of course, number one is the bristles should actually feel soft and it's easily to maneuver, especially when you're using it. And of course, these are actually, you know, the bristles are soft and gentle and it doesn't actually like it's poking your face when you use it. And most important is it doesn't fall off or it doesn't shed when you use, especially like after one brushing, second brush. After one washing, second washing, they shouldn't like shed off or fall off. Okay, so we will start first. We will start first with face makeup brushes. And of course, the first thing that we need to do when applying makeup is to put on our foundation. So for the foundation guys, for me there are two things that you need to have. One is a brush and the other one is not actually like, it's not actually a brush, but for me it's one of the most important thing that we need to have. So we have actually this foundation brush and we also have this beauty sponge. For the beauty sponge guys, to use this one, all you need to do is wet this one. You need to use it damp or wet because it doesn't soak up a lot of product when you're using it wet. It's just one thing guys, on the first application, this doesn't really give you that much of a coverage. I think this would actually just give you on your first layer like a medium coverage. You just need to build it up, but it is good in blending your foundation. So once you wet it, you just put your foundation, you dot it on your face or put it directly on your sponge and just bounce it all over your face and then just actually blend it. One good thing about this beauty sponge is the tip right here guys. You don't need to have a separate concealer buffer just to actually blend your concealer. And the point right here, it can get into those, those areas or, those inner areas or inner parts of our face, like under eye, this part of our face. So now we go to foundation brushes. So what I have right now, I have two foundation brushes. I have two types. One is the flat top and one is a dome type foundation brush, but I would always use this kind of foundation brush. So for these two brushes, they can actually give you a full coverage on first application, and also it gives you a no streaky foundation finish. Is it right? No streaky, or it doesn't give you a streaky foundation. For a foundation brush, they must be actually densely packed and yeah, it will give you a flawless airbrush finish. So these are my tools in applying the foundation. So after applying our foundation, the next thing we do is apply our concealer. So there are concealer out there that most concealers actually have an applicator already, but if you're using a cream concealer, so you need to actually use this type of concealer brush. So this is actually like a flat and a bit, they're actually stiff. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. So all you need to do is apply your concealer under eye like that, and you can actually blend your concealer using the beauty sponge. If you prefer using, or you can actually, this one is optional. If you have a beauty sponge, you don't need to use this one. This is actually a concealer buffer, but for me, this is not really one of the must-have. As long as you have your beauty sponge, you'll be okay. No need to use that type of brush. What we do after applying concealer is to set our concealer, and for that one, we need to have a setting brush. So this is a sample of a setting brush. So you can use it to set your concealer and also to actually apply your highlight. And the next thing on our list is a powder brush. So this is a sample of a powder brush. So for the powder brush, it has to be like fluffy and big, and the bristle should be soft. So when you apply your powder, it shouldn't like poke your face, and you apply your powder in a sweeping circular motion. And this one, you can also use this to apply your bronzer or even your contour. Let's say you don't have a contour brush, you can actually use this one. All you need to do is press the hair like this one, and then get your contour and then apply your contour. So it doesn't mean that, let's say for this one is used to apply powder. As you go along the way, guys, some brushes, they're actually designed to apply for this specific, application. But as you go along the way, you can actually, find some uses of a certain brush. I don't know if I make sense about that, but I think you know what I mean. And the next thing I have on my list is an angled brush. So I have like 3 angled brushes here. So yeah, I have these 2 right here and the third one here. So these are the samples of my angled brushes. Okay, so these 2 right here are quite, fluffy and soft. This one is actually quite dense. So for this 2, you can use it to apply your contour or even your bronzer. Like if you're using a powder contour, this is best used to apply because it actually, goes to the contour of your cheeks or below your cheekbone. And yeah, you just apply your contour and then blend it. But if you're using a cream contour, I would actually prefer using a stiff one or a dense one like this if it's a cream contour. Also guys, I forgot to mention that this concealer brush is also useful in applying your cream contour. So you just apply your cream contour, let's say like this, and then blend it with this stiff angled brush like this. So yeah, so like what I've said, there's a certain brush, you can use it in so many ways as you go along the way. You can actually find a lot of uses for one single brush. And of course, in applying our blusher, we need to have a blusher brush. So I have 2 types of blusher brush here. So yeah, I have right here a tapered, a tapered type one and a rounded type one. So this blusher brush, so one thing is you have to consider that they're actually soft and fluffy and very gentle to your skin. So now we're done with the face makeup brushes. So the next thing is, in applying our eye makeup. So what are the must-have for me? So the first one, of course, in grooming our brows would be a spoolie. This one is a double-ended one. It has a spoolie and an angled liner brush. So this spoolie, you can actually use it to, keep your brows in shape, and this one right here is to actually line your eyebrows and to fill in your eyebrows. So, and now we go to the eyeshadow application. For me, we only need like 3 eyeshadow brushes for that one. The first one on my list is a all over shadow brush. So this is how it looks like. So the hair is a bit stiff, so this is great in, you know, packing on colors and applying it all over our eyelid. Also, you can use this to apply colors or eyeshadow on our lower lash line. You don't need to have a separate pencil brush for that one. And the second one on my list is the blending brush. So this blending brush should be soft and fluffy, and it is great in, you know, applying also transition shade or blending those colors to avoid harsh line. And then the third one would be the crease brush. So for the crease brush, it has a tapered end, so it actually, you know, it just fit right in the crease of your eye. So this would actually great in applying colors or dimension on your eyelid or on your, you know, on the crease of your eye. So after using this, you would actually go with blending brush to blend those shadow. Also, this one is great in, you know, smoking out those, you know, eyeshadow below on your lower lash line. Let's say after you apply, you know, eyeshadow on your lower lash line, you can use this one to smoke out those colors. So these are just the three must-haves in applying our eye makeup. Now we go on to our lips. For some, they don't need a lip liner or a lip brush, but for me, it's a must-have also, especially, you know, I apply makeup on other people, you know, I do makeup service on other people. It's like, it's just for hygiene purposes, especially if I'm using a cream lipstick. So yeah, this is a must-have for me, and it will give me a precise application of lipstick to outline my lips. If, let's say, I don't have a lip liner, so this is good. And to clean the, you know, to actually clean my lipstick after application, I would normally go back to my concealer brush to clean out the edges. So that's just about it, guys. Those are my makeup brushes must have. And of course, there are other things that, you know, there are other tools, extra tools that you need to have, and these are not the brushes. So one is to have an eyelash curler. This is good to open up your eyes before applying your mascara, and you need to have a tweezer also to groom your eyebrows, or you can use a blade, right, like this, or I don't know how you call it or what you call it. Yeah, so these are the tools what I've showed you guys. These are the must-have tools that I felt we need to have, especially if we're just starting, you know, our makeup journey. Yeah, so these are just the knowledge that I have and that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you learned a lot from this, and yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will be having, you know, from time to time a makeup 101 video for you guys. If you want me to have like a tutorial or a demo on how to use these makeup brushes, guys, please leave your comment down below, and I would be glad to give you a tutorial on how to use these makeup brushes. So once again, guys, I hope you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please click on the subscribe button below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you all, and I see you guys on my next video. Bye!